and welcome, dobry wieczór once again here in Wrocław during European Men's Lacrosse Championships in Pola Marsowe. What a day we had. It's almost the last day of the European Championships here in Poland. Nice to see you again. That's almost the last one show also that we're having. We just named it 2 days ago, the fifth quarter. So welcome in the fifth quarter. We have two guests from the game of the day between Ireland and England. Ireland player Aidan Dempsey, hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
And William Baxter, one of the heroes of the day from Team England.
How's it going?
Fine, thank you. So let's first of all get through the scores from the day. We will also today, I need to explain, as usually go through the scores from the almost last day of the tournament. Then we're gonna have a bit of a chat with the guys about the game of the day. And later we are about to switch the guests. So Mason Robbins from the ELF will come here and explain why do we have such funny figures here and what they are. One guy running with the stick and one something I would call the smaller version of the Champions League Cup in football, or some people wrongly call it soccer. Yes, it's wrong. Okay, so let's get through the results. Today we had the placement games, the last games, so we will know who had gained which. Oh, that's our dog Cookie. Hello, Cookie. Okay, so game for the 23rd place between Bulgaria and Ukraine, and Ukraine as the debuting team here is not the last. Big congratulations to both of the teams, many goals scored. So the 23rd place, Ukraine, 24th, Bulgaria. Game for the 19th place between Finland and Croatia, won by Finland, so they're the 19th and 20th are the Croatia. Game for the 17th place between Spain and Norway, won by Portugal, excuse me. 13 Norway 7, 15th place my favorite team, Team Poland, gained the 15th place with the 1 over Spain 9-3. Then the 13th place between Wales and Scotland 2-7. Slovakia played in the game for the 11th place and it was a great game which ended in the overtime. Slovakia won with 10 goals, Switzerland lost with 9 of them. Then Latvia versus Czechia, Latvia won the game for the 5th place, and the game for the 9th place between Greece and Netherlands. Netherlands won it with the goals scored in 59th minute. And the last game of the day, the beauty of lacrosse at its finest, Ireland versus England, the British Isles derby between those two teams. Of course, the games for the 21st place and the 7th will be here on Saturday, tomorrow, as long as the big final two. Okay, so let's get to the bronze medal game. First of all, congratulations, guys. It was a great lacrosse. The score was 4-7 in favor of Team England, and Team England was leading the game for all the time, although third quarter wasn't won by you, and the Team Ireland was getting closer and closer. Did you feel that you're controlling the game? Because Team Ireland was still chasing and, you know, making the gap smaller with him.
I was never comfortable throughout the game. You know, Ireland are a great team and they just kept going at us. When I felt we had a bit of momentum flow, the scoreboard wasn't replicating it. So as a defence, we just had to dig deep and keep stopping, but credit to Ireland, they fought to the end and made it a very difficult game for us.
There was a crucial moment for me, in my opinion, because I was also watching the game live. With 3 minutes to go, Team Ireland was 2 men up and you didn't score. This was the pivotal moment when you could have been back to the game, and it was just the shots that you took wasn't good enough for William, or how did it change the game?
I mean, we felt the pressure on us, but ultimately it came down to shot selection. We might not have taken the best shot selection, and you know, when you're in a position like that, you always want to get shots on the cage when you're down. Ultimately, I mean, there's no 2 points, so you got to score 1 point at a time. Credit to William, he stood in there for the most of the game. But yeah, we just didn't capitalize on what we needed to do.
Both of your teams, I think, were cheered by many fans on the tribune. Usually, I don't know how it looks like in your leagues, but here in Poland, lacrosse is still a niche sport, so there are not so many fans, sometimes only. And here we could have heard the stands really live and really loud. Does it help you guys?
I definitely feel it helps us. Even yesterday against Israel, our fans were very loud, and a lot of the people here supporting our close family, friends. So it's nice to hear them cheer us, but we can definitely hear it on the field.
Yeah, I mean, having the friends and family always helps. Just hearing them in the stands, cheering you on, goes hand in hand with the sidelines, you know, just cheering them on. You get that extra bit of strength when you hear that going on.
If we look down to the statistics, because I always do like that in our little chats, it was a really, really close game. The only big difference between those two teams were the penalties. Ireland only 2, and you got 8 times sent to the penalty bench. That's also a question for you. You had many man-ups then, and you didn't capitalize on all of them.
No, I mean, I don't really know what to say about that. Obviously, we didn't capitalize. There's not a whole lot else to say, really.
Yeah. So looking through the other statistics, shots, Ireland 26, England 29, ground balls 7-5. So it was all a very close game, except one factor. If we have to highlight some players from Team Ireland, would be Conor Foley with 1 goal and 1 assist, and also Aidan with one of the goals. Most goals scored by Team England was Daniel Hilditch, 3 goals, also great job. But I have to highlight once again the goalies. Ireland goalie Joe Walsh, 56%, which is very good in field lacrosse. William, guess your percentage of the saves.
70.
73. So it was like incredible. Do you feel also that was your performance today was also a big factor in stopping Team Ireland and capitalizing on these penalties?
The shots I see is dictated to me by my defence, and my defence played the game plan very well, and I can't really take credit for that. They helped me to see shots I wanted to see, so massive shout out to them.
Okay, so Bernard, could you please prepare the highlights for now so we can see the best goals from today? But I have to admit once again, don't be so humble. It was a great, no, it was great performance from both of your teams. A really fun lacrosse to watch. I was talking after the game with our commentator. So once again, nice to have you here in the studio. As soon as we're ready with the highlights, you can play them. Of course, guys, if you have anything to say about the highlights, not only from your game probably, but for all of the games, it was a nice shot, nice stop. Feel free to talk with us. We're, as you can see, having this short and everybody can talk. We've got also some kind of... Okay, let's get to the highlights. Portugal versus Norway. I think that's... Oh, that was a nice save, but I think there were 2 fakes, yes?
Yeah, I mean,
yes. Hands, switch, and
Might have got him in the head a bit as well. Well played.
Well played. Bulgaria versus Ukraine, the game for the 20. What a sharp angle shot. When I was younger, I did it
Where did you
too.
shoot that from?
but all the time, coach was yelling at me when I was doing it. No matter what, coach, sometimes it went in. Poland versus Spain, my favorite team. Is red and white.
Who's Spain?
No, this, the other one. Oh, beautiful. And a goal by my favorite player, Jan Rydzak. Do you know, guys, that his name is, the field number 2 is named, but his name, number 8, Jan Rydzak. He's still alive and he's still playing. Finland versus Croatia. Finland's goal, just a nice, maybe not even the outside shot. Just a nice shot, but this part, it's wonderful. Just getting his hands free and shooting it top corner. Czechia versus Latvia. Latvia, one of the, as I say, biggest positive surprises of the game.
Great
Walls,
saves.
just that's your job.
Backup goalie as well going in. Cold, really stood on his head.
Beautiful game. Wales versus Scotland, also United Kingdom derby.
No way.
Just,
It's a great shot.
He's 47 years old and he scored that. Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So big credits to the scorer. And he just took it and turned around. Nice. Slovakia versus Switzerland. Yes, that's probably, yes, the goal in the overtime by Nanoski, number 4. I can remember his name because he scored a lot of great goals. And Slovakia is also very good. Remember, in the ends of the game, they won the game against Greece in the last 10 seconds, the game against Poland in the overtime, and another game in the overtime. Greece versus Netherlands.
Surely in the crease. Always giving it.
But I'm always shouting out
No goal now.
the Greek goalkeeper, Anthony Katagas, who's 55 years old and still playing. And he invites you all to the tournament of the Sixes in Saloniki in Greece. Oh, and my favorite game from today. I think it's going to be a goal by the long pole. Yes.
Fun fact, Nick DiCaprio said he'd never play short stick in England.
Really?
Never play long pole in England, sorry. He was a
Okay.
pole in college and then he decided to pick it up again to help us out.
So it was his debut as the long pole?
Pretty much, yeah. He's played shorty for 6 years and picks up a pole again for this tournament. Great player,
So
great bloke.
just a great job from your teammate. Just a great job. Okay, I think that's all from today because we have just reached the last match. So for tomorrow, the game for the 21st place, the last place that's qualifying to the Tier 2 World Championships in next 2 years, Sweden versus Denmark, so the Northern Countries Derby. And then 3:30 on field number 1, 7th place game between France and Germany. And 6 p.m. the big final, Italy versus Israel, the biggest game of the tournament, the gold medal game. We all invite you, and you guys too, but for today, you did a great job, guys. Thank you very much for having us, making us watch such a great game. So grab yourself some refreshing drinks.
On the
and
house?
On the, I don't want to say because I have the place, but Kajetan is there, so if you ask Kajetan, it may be okay. So just hit this guy up.
Perfect.
Please leave the microphones there, and thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, William.
Thank you for
Thank
the
you,
sausage.
Aiden. Thank you very much. And you have to pass your mic, or maybe he's got a mic, or Miłosz will help. Yeah. Okay. So we're just switching our guests from William Baxter from Team England, the bronze medal winner, and his opponent from today's game, Aiden Dempsey, Team Ireland, one of the goal scorers who outsmarted William once and shot a goal against Team England. And now we're having Mason Robbins from ELF, the European Lacrosse Foundation, who was supposed to be our second guest for today. To be honest, I don't know very many details. Why are you here? But I can see the two trophies here. So maybe you could explain, what do we have got here?
Well, yeah. First, we asked if we could just come on and say hi and
Hi.
all that. Hi. Nice to
Nice to meet you again, as every day.
Yeah, no. But we wanted to talk about the schedule tomorrow and then the trophies we have. So
yes, the first game, game on field, all of the 3 games will be held on the field 1. So the turf, the artificial one, and the game number 1, the Sweden versus Denmark Northern Countries Derby for the place number 21. 21st game. Why is it so important then?
yeah, so it was really fun building this schedule and even working with World Lacrosse because we decided that today, or tomorrow I should say, is going to be a finals day. And so it's the first time with this Division 1 and Division 2 that we looked at the schedule going into this, and basically every team had a semifinal to play, they had a quarterfinal to play, and it builds all the way to these 3 games. And these 3 are the most important games of the entire tournament because for Sweden and Denmark, one goes to Division 2, wherever that's going to be, and the other one stays home, which is huge.
So that's the Tier 2 qualifier, because it's also worth mentioning that since the next 2 years, in 2027, like in ice hockey, there's an elite and the tier number, the Group B or whatever we call it. And now we're going to have it the same situation here in lacrosse. Yes, the elite of lacrosse and the tier number 2 and the other countries who won't even qualify to the Tier 2. So the loser of the game won't even qualify to the...
And for both Sweden and Denmark, they have a history of going to the World Championships. Sweden's been there quite a bit. Denmark and San Diego is the first time that they've ever been to a Worlds. And so for them, they would love to go back, which was huge. They beat Spain on goal differential to go to San Diego. So they're right on that bubble again. But then the next one that I think this is the biggest game of the entire tournament, is France-Germany. And
I would say that always clashes between Germany and France look spectacular.
But with this, like, one of these teams is going to be representing Europe on the big Division 1 stage, and the other team is going to be one of the top seeds for Division 2. So that game right there, it's huge not to have one of those 2 powerhouses of European lacrosse.
So the winner of the game 2 goes to Japan, and the loser goes to somewhere else in the world.
Division 2. Okay. Yeah. And then the game of the day is, of course, the Italy-Israel game. And, both of those teams have worked really hard, not only on the field, but off the field to develop lacrosse in their countries. I mean, talking to Ian in Israel, talking to John Capone in Italia, like, both of those countries have worked really hard to start growing that domestic game, that next level of lacrosse. So it's really fascinating that England's won of the 11 we've had, 10 of the 11 tournaments. Germany won one other. So we're going to have our first new European champion. So that title game right there is just a whole different dynamic of two countries that are really trying to work hard to bring a new dynamic to European lacrosse.
Okay, so everybody, please prepare for tomorrow. We're gonna play the big game, the biggest game of tournaments. Whole year of preparations, lots of hard days and nights to have the 60 minutes of the best lacrosse in Europe between Italy and Israel. But the winner gets also some of these metal trophies. What are they?
Yeah, so we brought out two trophies. So what's really interesting is the trophy that's the player with the stick. That was donated by the Centurions Lacrosse Club in Manchester back in 1994. And for them, they thought that this would be a great trophy that shows like the spirit of lacrosse, because that program is all about growing lacrosse. They've been around for 60, 70, 80 years in the UK growing the game. And that's been the model that you've seen in the past. And so it's always been like you give them the trophy, everyone cheers with it, and then it comes back to show the development and the history. So every champion that's been in Europe has had that trophy. And then now the trophy next to us, this is a trophy that's going to go home with the teams.
Okay.
It's brand new this year. It doesn't have a name yet.
But I look at its ears and it looks like a younger brother of the Champions League station.
Yeah, it's kind of the champions. And so on the side, we've put all the winners and the cities and all that. So where the Centurions trophy is very much about the history of the game, and you'll have your pictures and all that. The Big Ears trophy that we have now is going to be that championship trophy that you'll be able to take home. You'll take your pictures and all that kind of stuff. So in 4 years, we want it back.
So it's going to make also like a trophy to like a Stanley's trophy, but not still without a name, yeah?
Yeah. So one day we'll have a name for it, but we want it that, you know, a champion needs a big trophy.
Yeah.
And so we've got our history, kind of like in rugby, you have the Calcutta Cup, England and Scotland have. This is our tradition, but we want that next generation as well.
So thank you very much, Mason. Now we know the stakes for tomorrow. Tomorrow the stakes are getting qualified to the Tier 2, getting qualified to Tier 1, to the elite of lacrosse, and being the best country in lacrosse in the whole continent, yes, of Europe. I was trying to find the word continent, excuse me. We're a bit tired, guys, but really, thank you very much once again. It was Mason Robinson from the European Lacrosse Federation, and these are the stadiums, the lacrosse guy in lacrosse guy in the Beckerec helmet. I remember them too. And the big-eared guy that waits for his new name and for his new champion. So thank you very much, all of you. Watch us tomorrow. Be here live in Wrocław. All watch us in lacrosse. Thank you very much. Shake hand at the end. And we're gonna see each other
Perfect.
tomorrow too. Thank you and goodbye. Dobranoc. Dziękujemy.
Dziękuję.